Some crimes don't just end lives. They leave behind questions that linger for decades. Across the United States, there are murders so strange, so unsettling, that even seasoned investigators admit they can't explain them. No arrests, no convictions, only silence and lingering fear. Tonight, we're counting down 5 of the creepiest unsolved murders in U.S. history. Cases that still haunt families, detectives, and entire communities. The Hinterkaifeck Murders. In 1922, on a remote farm in Germany, the Hinterkaifeck family was murdered. 6 people, including children, killed in their home. But what made this case truly terrifying wasn't the murder itself. It was what happened before. Neighbors reported strange occurrences. Footsteps in the attic, even when the family was alone. Tools disappearing mysteriously. Strange shadows moving at night. Investigators later discovered something chilling. After the murders, the killer, or killers, remained on the farm for several days, feeding animals and maintaining the house, as if mocking the victims. No one was ever arrested. No motive was ever established. Some theories suggest a stranger, a family member, or even a supernatural presence, but no one knows for sure. This case still fascinates criminologists and continues to inspire documentaries and podcasts worldwide. The Villisca Axe Murders. On a quiet night in Villisca, Iowa, 8 people, including 6 children, were brutally murdered in their own home. The killer used an axe. The weapon was left behind. The mirrors in the house were covered. Investigators found no signs of forced entry. Neighbors reported seeing a shadowy figure nearby that night. Suspects ranged from a traveling preacher to a local businessman, but the evidence never led to a conviction. Local legends grew. Some claimed the house was haunted. Visitors today say the air inside feels heavy, almost alive. Decades later, historians and crime enthusiasts still debate. Was it a personal vendetta or a random act of pure evil? The boy in the box. In 1957, the body of a young boy was discovered in a cardboard box in a wooded area outside Philadelphia. He was well-nourished, suggesting someone cared for him, but no one reported him missing. Despite nationwide searches, the boy's identity remained a mystery. He became known as America's unknown child. For years, investigators tracked leads. Tips from strangers claiming to know the family, suspected illegal adoptions, suspicious neighbors, but all came to nothing. The case shocked America, not just because of the boy's death, but because of how completely invisible he had been. Even decades later, forensic technology and DNA tests have yet to identify him conclusively. How can a child vanish so completely? And what horrors must he have faced in his last hours? The Zodiac Killer. Northern California in the late 1960s was gripped by terror. A killer, who would call himself the Zodiac, didn't just murder, he taunted the police and newspapers with letters filled with codes and cryptic messages. Some letters claimed dozens of victims. Authorities could only confirm a handful. Despite decades of investigation, suspects, and even modern DNA analysis, the Zodiac Killer has never been caught. What made him so frightening wasn't just the killings, it was his mind games. Some letters included threats, puzzles, and bragging about murders the public never knew existed. Even today, amateur sleuths continue to study his ciphers, hoping to uncover the truth. The chilling thought remains. Did he stop killing, or did he simply vanish, blending into society? The JonBenét Ramsey case. On Christmas morning, 6-year-old JonBenét Ramsey was found dead in her family home in Boulder, Colorado. A ransom note had been left, unusually long, oddly specific, and written inside the house. The investigation quickly became one of the most controversial in U.S. history. Detectives debated over suspects. Media frenzy escalated daily. Evidence was mishandled, leading to conflicting conclusions. Theories abounded. Stranger abduction, family involvement, cover-ups by those close to the child. Decades later, no one has been held legally responsible, and the questions remain just as haunting as the day the case broke. These cases share one terrifying truth. The truth exists somewhere, but we may never know it. Which case unsettled you the most? Which deserves justice the most? Comment below. Subscribe for more unsolved mysteries, chilling crimes, and stories time couldn't erase.